Birthday Saturday.
I did your horoscope. Remember, I was going to do everybody's until Sheldon went on one of his typical psychotic rants.
Rant.
Everybody's until Sheldon went on one of his typical psychotic rants. Everybody's until Sheldon went on one of his typical psychotic rants.
For the record, that psychotic rant was a concise summation.
Summation.
For the record, that psychotic rant was a concise summation. For the record, that psychotic rant was a concise summation of the research of Bertram Forer, who in 1948 proved conclusively through meticulously designed experiments.
Conclusively.
1948 proved conclusively through meticulously designed experiments. Summation of the research of Bertram Forer, who in 1948 proved conclusively through meticulously designed experiments that astrology is nothing but pseudoscience.
Astrology.
Experiments that astrology is nothing but pseudoscience. 1948 proved conclusively through meticulously designed experiments that astrology is nothing but pseudoscientific hokum.
Pseudo.
Nothing but pseudoscientific hokum. 1948 proved conclusively through meticulously designed experiments that astrology is nothing but pseudoscientific hokum.
Blah, blah, blah. Typical Taurus.
Blah.
Hokum.
Blah, blah, blah. Typical Taurus.
I was little, I'd think maybe my parents would change their mind and surprise me with a party. Like this one birthday, I came home from my cello. Me with a party. Like this one birthday, I came home from my cello.
What would we talk about? We have no overlapping areas of interest I'm aware of. As you know, I don't care for chit-chat.
Shit.
Aware of. And you know I don't care for chit-chat. Yeah. I envy Leonard for growing up without that anguish.
Anguish?
Year after year, I had to endure wearing conical hats while being forced.
Comical.
Year, I had to endure wearing conical hats while being forced. Year, I had to endure wearing conical hats while being forced into the crowded, sweaty hell of bouncy castles. Not to mention being blindfolded and spun toward a grotesque.
Blindfold.
Castles. Not to mention being blindfolded and spun toward a grotesque. Being forced into the crowded, sweaty hell of bouncy castles. Not to mention being blindfolded and spun toward a grotesque, tailless donkey as the other children mocked my disorientation.
Disorientation.
Toward a grotesque, tailless donkey as the other children mocked my disorientation. Toward a grotesque, tailless donkey as the other children mocked my disorientation.
Okay, sweetie,
Sweetie.
Okay, sweetie, But nevertheless, we're going to throw Leonard a birthday party.
Have I pointed out that I'm extremely uncomfortable with dancing, loud music, and most other forms of alcohol-induced frivolity?
Frivolity.
Dancing, loud music, and most other forms of alcohol-induced frivolity? You can't do that. If you make a mark in a mint comic book, it's no longer mint.
Sheldon, do you understand the concept of blackmail?
Blackmail.
Sheldon, do you understand the concept of blackmail?
What difference does it make?
The whole point of a secret knock is to establish a nonverbal signal to verify the identity of one's co-conspirators.
Conspirator.
Establish a nonverbal signal to verify the identity of one's co-conspirators. Too late. Let's say that I go out and I spend $50 on you. It's a laborious activity because I have to imagine what you need, where
Laborious.
on you. It's a laborious activity because I have to imagine what you need, whereas
Well, it's a fun sweater. It's got a bold geometric print.
geometric, geometric,
It's got a bold geometric print.
Something he wouldn't buy for himself, something fun, something like an 802.11n wireless router.
Router, router,
Wireless router.
uh-oh! What's the matter?
This granola bar has peanuts in it.
Oh my
granola, granola,
matter?
This granola bar has peanuts in it.
Oh my.
Okay, Sheldon, what was it supposed to be? Fine, it's out of the washer.
washer, washer,
Fine, it's out of the washer.
Because of the 2 additional Ethernet ports.
Sure.
He doesn't need them. He's already got a 6-port Ethernet switch.
Ethernet, Ethernet,
He's already got a 6-port Ethernet switch.
On my 12th birthday, I really wanted a titanium centrifuge, so, I could separate radioactive isotopes.
isotope, isotope,
Huge, so, I could separate radioactive isotopes.
Huge, so, I could separate radioactive isotopes.
Of course.
Instead of a titanium centrifuge, my parents bought me...
centrifuge, centrifuge,
Instead of a titanium centrifuge, my parents bought me.
I drive a Chevy Cavalier.
cavalier, cavalier,
I drive a Chevy Cavalier.
Look, all I need from you is to take me in the back and give me a Band-Aid so I can pretend I had a shot of epinephrine, and then you...
epinephrine, epinephrine,
Band-Aid so I can pretend I had a shot of epinephrine and then you.
Don't toy with me, woman.
I got a hot former fat girl with no self-esteem. I got a girl who...
esteem, esteem,
I got a hot former fat girl with no self-esteem. I got a girl who... I got a hot former fat girl with no self-esteem. I got a girl who punishes her father by sleeping around, and an alcoholic who's 2 tequila shots away from letting...
tequila, tequila,
And an alcoholic who's 2 tequila shots away from letting...
By the way, a 6-year-old could hack your computer system.
Keep walking.
Yeah, 1234 is not a secure password.
password, password,
1234 is not a secure password.
Oh, and look, there's a girl taking her shirt off.
That's my friend Carol.
Carol, Carol,
That's my friend Carol.